Alright, welcome back everyone to the channel, the Millennial Messiah. And for today's topic, we are going to talk about one of the most wealthiest kings of all time. And in the Bible, we know that Solomon is one of those. And before we continue on, we are going to listen to a hymn, as I feel that the hymns of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints ultimately help bring in the Holy Ghost, so that way we can feel of His presence together during the duration of this video. So we'll go ahead and get that going.
Judgment's pointing finger justifies no vain delays. Come to Zion, come to Zion. Zion's walls shall ring with praise. Come to Zion, come to Zion. Shall ring with praise.
The hymns just bring in such a spirit that you can't really gain in any other way. As we all know, music really has a way of touching our spirits. So today, for our topic, we are going to be discussing and studying about arguably the most wealthy in terms of monetary value, king of all time in history, and that is Solomon. So, this is what our topic's going to be today: Solomon's secrets to wealthy living. Have you ever wondered how one of the richest men in history built and maintained his wealth? King Solomon, known for his unmatched wisdom, was not just a ruler, he was a financial genius. In this video, we'll uncover together Solomon's secrets to wealth and how you can apply them to your own life today. So, first off, we're going to go through a brief history. So, King Solomon was the son of King David, and King Solomon ruled as king of Israel around 970 to 931 BC. His wealth has been estimated to be worth trillions of dollars in today's currency, and the source of his wisdom. In 1 Kings 3 9 through 13, Solomon asked God for wisdom instead of riches, and as a result, he receives both. So, we're going to actually open the scriptures to that, and I'm going to read it to you. So, 1 Kings chapter 3, verse 9, it states, "Give therefore thy servant an understanding heart to judge thy people, that I may discern between good and bad. For who is able to judge is thy so great a people?" And the speech pleased the Lord that Solomon had asked this thing. And God said unto him, Because thou hast asked this thing, and hast not asked for thyself long life, neither hast thou asked riches for thyself, nor hast thou asked the life of thine enemies, but hast asked of thine own self understanding to discern judgment. Behold, I have done according to thy words. Lo, I have given thee a wise and an understanding heart, so that there was none like thee before thee, neither after thee shall any arise like unto thee. And I have also given unto thee that which thou hast not asked, both riches and honor, so that there shall not be any among the kings like unto thee all thy days. So, first off, most importantly, he sought wisdom from the God of heavens. So we're going to go through 7 of Solomon's wealth principles, and we're going to go through 7 because, as many people know, that in Judaism and in Christianity, 7 is the number of completion. And so the first one we're going to talk about is how Solomon, he sought wisdom first. Wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom. True wealth starts with knowledge, discipline, and sound decision making. How many of us at times make decisions too quick? I know I do. So maybe that is something that we should all work towards, is seeking wisdom, so that way we are not rash in making our decisions. The second one is diligence over laziness, and this is in Proverbs 10:4. Lazy hands make for poverty, but diligent hands bring wealth. Hard work and persistence are non-negotiable in building financial success. And it's not just for financial success that being diligent and persistent um, make. It applies to anything that you want in life. If you want to be healthy, you have to be persistent and diligent in maintaining an exercise regimen, but as well as eating healthy. There's always going to be work no matter what's involved. Third is to diversify your investments. And this is from Ecclesiastes chapter 11, verse 2. Invest in 7 ventures. Yes, in 8. You do not know what disaster may come upon the land. And boy, is that true. I mean, the biggest example of a disaster coming on the land for, everyone living currently. Probably most people lived through COVID-19, through the pandemic. I mean, there has been no greater disaster than that when, countries were closed for, you know, months to years at a time. And so it's very important that you don't put all your eggs in one basket, to spread your investments to minimize risk. Number 4 is the power of generosity. And this is from Proverbs 11:24 and 25. So I'm going to actually read those 2 verses right to you. And it says, "There is that scattereth, and yet increaseth, and there is that which holdeth more than is meet, but it but tendeth to poverty. The liberal soul shall be made fat, and he that watereth himself, he that watereth shall be watered also himself." A generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed. Giving to others leads to more abundance. Charitable giving is key to wealth. And ultimately, we know that Jesus Christ was the ultimate exemplar of charity, as he ultimately gave everything on our behalfs, even ultimately down to his own life, so that way we could one day return to live with God. Number 5 is to avoid debt and live below your means. Proverbs 22:7. This one is really important, living below your means, because getting into debt is tough, and getting out of debt is even tougher. The rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is slave to the lender. Be cautious with borrowing and focus on financial independence. Number 6, honesty and integrity in business. Proverbs 16:11. Honest scales and balances belong to the Lord. All the weights are in the bag are of his making. Ethical business practices lead to long-term success. Like, for those of you who live in the U.S., one example of an ethical business that is successful, and I truly believe that their success comes because they honor the Sabbath day by the fact that they're closed every Sunday. And most of you in the U.S. would know that I'm talking about Chick-fil-A, the fast food chain. They are every year growing more and more rapidly, and I truly believe that that is because the owners, the owning family of Chick fil A, are members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter day Saints, and they deal their business in honesty and integrity according to their religious views. All right, and number 7 is to plan for the future. Proverbs 21:5. The plans of the diligent lead to profit as surely as haste leads to poverty. Solomon emphasized strategic planning, patience, and long term vision, as well as Solomon studied the scriptures and he knew that about a couple hundred years before him that Joseph was sold into Egypt. And Joseph, what he did in terms of planning for the future, everyone who's ever grown up studying the Bible um, or in Christianity knows about the story of Joseph being sold into Egypt, and eventually he becomes the royal vizier of Pharaoh, and he interprets Pharaoh's dream for him as part of his ascension to becoming the royal vizier. And in it, he tells the Pharaoh that there are going to be 7 years of famine. But before that, 7 years of richness, of plenty, of growth beyond belief. And that what they needed to do was to save in the good years food, store, water, plants, animals, and save up for the years that would be following after, where there would be those 7 years of famine. And because of it, he not only saved Egypt, but he also was able to save the his father's household of Israel as they came over to Egypt during that time to gain food, to get food as well, and were ultimately reunited with Joseph. Solomon's wealth wasn't just about money; it was about wisdom, discipline, and faith. By applying these ancient principles, you can create a prosperous and meaningful life. Which of these secrets stood out to you the most? Let us know in the comments section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more biblical wisdom on wealth and success. And please, please hit the like button because it gets this message out to more people, as well as subscribe and comment. Like, that's how channels grow. That's how we gain knowledge and grow together, by sharing experiences, by sharing our views, our beliefs, and so forth. So I hope everyone has a good evening, and we will look forward to seeing you. Tune in to the next video. Have a great night. Bye.